Hey guys, welcome back to Norley Family Farms. Today on this video, we're going to show you how we built our maple syrup stove from start to finish. Hope you guys like the video. If you do, hit the thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.
So this is some of our steel scraps and supplies that we kind of dig into every time we need some odds and ends steel and stainless steel and aluminum for different projects. So I am trying to hunt down some parts to build the stove for our maple syrup steamer trays. So we're going to see what we can find in here and get started. So this thing's 10 feet long, and I'm going to cut it up into 2 4-foot sections and 1 2-foot section. So this will be the right side, this will be the left side, and the 2-foot section will be the front, because it's going to be the stove itself will be 2 foot wide by 4 foot long, and then we'll cut a piece to go for the whole top and the back.
Good job. That part will go there.
Yep.
Okay, let's make some legs.
So far I got most of the box all welded up. Just cut the legs and I'll be getting them welded in place. So I just got the back tacked on. Used a 1/4-inch plate. I'll go ahead and weld the seam around this whole thing. And the back's where I'm going to do the cutout for the chimney stack. But so far so good. There you have it. So it's the morning of the second day on this little build project, and I decided I want to put a blower. We'll use this little blower to really be able to maintain the heat a bit better in here. So I have this piece of square tube that actually already was cut like this. So we'll cut a section off of it, and then we'll make a flange to be able to bolt up this blower, and then I'll have that on a little fan speed setting for a switch. We'll have that be able to go through a piece of box channel inside and blow directly into the coal base. So that's the plan. So this is how I have it. Cut a little notch in the bottom through the bottom of the pan there, and got this out at a decent angle so that I can put the blower fan on it. So I'll put some tacks and then weld this thing all up. So this part's just about complete. The blower goes right on there. So boom, right down in here. I'll put some more welds along here to get that sealed up. Now it's time to flip this thing over and do the inside. So I put in this little partition here. This is where the blower will come in, so I'll drill some holes through here. That'll feed into the fire. And then I plan on, so like this basically divides the firebox. The flue will be back here, the chimney. So this will get welded in on the back side here. And then we'll put some supports going across, and then put on a steel lid. So I just got some of these braces welded in. And then I put a little support behind here on this plate. So that's in. So now I just got to cut out the top, get that welded up. So I just completed getting the fire bricks in. Just welded some tabs in there. Everything fit pretty good. And this is like 3/4 plate almost that I have along the bottom. So I don't even know if I really do need fire bricks along the bottom, because it's like that plate is sitting on top of another, you know, the exterior, which is a 1/4 inch you know, firebox essentially. So put these larger bricks that I found, they were laying in the grass over by the house. I think they were here when the chimney was built, so I think that'll be plenty good. So the next thing to do would be to get this ring marked on the back somewhere in here, and get that welded in place too. And lastly, get the door cut in. So now that I got this hole cut in the back for the chimney, I have the chimney flange over here, and I'm going to get this little edge cut off around this whole thing so that it sits nice and flat on the back of the stove. So I was able to cut that cleanly off in one piece, so that'll be a nice transition for this to couple up to the back of the stove. So now we can weld it. Just finished up getting this pipe welded up. It didn't weld extraordinarily great, but it's on there for sure. So now we'll get moving on to the door and get it plotted out and cut. And that's ready for the top. So I was looking through some of my scrap bins and I actually had this old door off of a wood stove. I don't know if it was the same one that flange for the chimney came off of, but this should work. It's a little narrow, so I'm deciding I just cut this piece of steel. We'll just weld that right onto there, and that's almost like 10 inches. So it's got a little handle on it to help lock it. And this is kind of cool for some vents. So a little rusty, a little crummy, but that'll work. So I just got the door plotted out, so I'm going to get it cut, and then get the door fitted, and see if we can figure out how to get this latch to work. So I got this piece of scrap. It's stainless, and I have a stainless rod to be able to weld this to the steel, so it shouldn't be a problem. Plotted some lines, so I'll cut this piece off, and I'll cut that piece off there, and then we'll get to welding this plate down. So the top is cut. I'm actually going to take this off real quick and drill some holes on our blower in here so that it can feed the flames before I weld this top on. There you have it. Top's on. It's all welded up. It's pretty flat. Super solid. I think it's a little bit more heavier duty than I anticipated. There it is. So we got our big package from Vevor. This is our new evaporator pan. So we're gonna put it together. Just like so. Here's a couple of the hardware boxes. believe that goes there. So we'll put some Teflon on that sucker. Here's some of the valves. It's a couple different sizes. Like I said, we're going to put Teflon on all this. I just like to get everything in place before I go through step by step. So I got one strap on it real quick, just to make sure it doesn't bounce around. I'm going to be picking it up with the excavator. Also put the blower on. So that thing's good to go. So let's move it. It's here. It made it in one piece. So I put it in this location because I have this pile of junk wood that it's in a kind of a brush pile, and there's a lot of small pieces in there that I can use to fire this thing up. So that'll be nice to kind of get rid of some junk scrap wood and make maple syrup. So it's the morning time, and it kept on cooking overnight. There was just a small coal base this morning when I got up and checked on everything. We still have at least 30 plus gallons of sap to boil down. But I plugged the fan in, the blower. So it's blowing into the firebox right now. It's really getting it hot. We just have an extension cord plugged in over at the house. That's the little fan, little squirrel cage. Also cut out a little piece of plate to keep ash out of my hopper, because I had some stuff falling down from the stack into it that I had to pick out. But it is working really well. Chevy's bringing me sticks. She's over there. Chevy, come here. So far it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We've boiled down quite a bit. I think we boiled off somewhere around 10 gallons of sap. So I got the hopper feeding into this little filter. This hopper's full right now, but I'm still getting a little bit of ash from the chimney kind of blowing in. But I added actually these little pieces on the side. It's so windy out here. Put them on the side to keep the draft from drafting under the little gap in between the pan and the stove. So I feel like that's helped out with my temperature some. But it's got hot spots. So it's a couple of where I put those cross members are heating up on the pan. Spots hotter than others, but it's still boiling. The blower's really working out well. So I'm just gonna let it be for now. Check it every 30 minutes to the hour. See how it's doing. Wanted to show how I built this handle. I didn't really take any good video when I was building the handle, but I just used a little bolt, welded a nut onto this couple of scraps out of the scrap bin. It works out pretty good. So, real easy trick. But there you have it.